This deck, I should probably give it a name. So this is a deck I've been working on. Alright, and pretty much, let's give it a name. And I've been watching, well, I finished Alien Earth. I'm just waiting for the new episode. And I feel like this deck, what it does is, it uses a spacecraft to bring in various aliens, such as Kona,
Hey, Dacid, thrilled to have you with us.
this insect humanoid horror. Sometimes it brings over a dinosaur. I guess they found dinosaurs on some other planet. Demons, and my personal favorite that nobody seems to be using, Progenitus. Basically a giant hydra. Now, because it has protection from everything, the one weakness it has is board wipes. So right now everyone's using Ultima in white decks to wipe the board, and the Deadly Cover-Up, right? So these are the two cards that really hurt Progenitus. Now I can get him out on turn 3 if I'm kind of lucky. So what I did with this deck, because there's a lot of Kona decks, right? There's a blue one, which kind of uses the dragon to bounce everything the opponent has. But I don't like playing decks that are more than 2 colors, to be honest. I just get way too aggravated when my lands are just not drawing right. I hate that. So one color decks, I feel like only red really usually works. Black as well sometimes, but I reckon Wizards of the Coast want people to play more than one color, right? So they make the decks kind of balanced around at least 2. And a lot of people have different variations of this deck, but I think something interesting that nobody's really doing is playing cards like this. So there's a few reasons why this is good.
Welcome, Lithoni Badger, thrilled to have you here.
Number one is if you bring out, let's say, the Seremia, and you fetch your Kona, but the Kona is in your hand, and basically this dies instantly, that's a problem, right? Because now you can't trigger it. Usually now you have to attack to have it tapped, so you can trigger its survival ability. It's going to get blocked and it's going to get killed. So making it indestructible is going to give you an additional way to trigger survival. So that's quite nice. And this can also be fetched by this Riema as well, since it's legendary. And if you get multiple copies of this in your hand, usually you just sacrifice it and chuck on a counter onto something. You know, usually there's a reason to get rid of it and then play another one. So this I will likely swap for the white Spider-Man, which is coming out in, I think, 3 days. And that also gives you indestructible for all of your creatures. So there's a white Spider-Man, which will probably take the position of this card. Otherwise, we have Sunstar Chaplain. So this is another way to tap Kona. But this also wins games because you can tap the opponent's creatures so they can't block. Alright, and since you've already got a counter on Zach Fair, you can easily trigger that. This is an interesting card here, 10th District Hero. So he basically comes in mid-game, starts collecting evidence, and becoming pretty strong for something that costs 2. But if he gets 4 evidence, he makes all your guys indestructible, right? So usually if you're mid-game with this deck, you're kind of screwed. You may as well quit with most variations of this after turn 4 when your combo breaks apart, right? But here, if we can get this guy to collect 4 evidence, well, when you play Kona, it'll be indestructible, so you'll be able to trigger it very easily, right? This will also probably be swapped with something, probably Spider-Man again. Trapped in the screen, still kind of a flex spot. It's just to get rid of stuff. Just not 100% sure. I did want to just have 4 of these, but this limitation of the creature requiring toughness 5 or less is problematic. But this is a nice card nobody's really using, because you can kind of play it on turn 3, get rid of something they have, and then Kona will be able to crew it and activate its ability, right? So that's very, very nice. I have this, also something I don't really see, but it's a nice backup to have, because if you have no way to really tap Kona, this kind of just comes in, and next turn, if it's alive, with all of our indestructible abilities, we can just pretty much throw creatures out on the battlefield, and this does come in use. I feel just 1 is enough. This is kind of like a weird one as well. It's a bit of a flex spot, but it's kind of like when everything goes bad, I can just fetch it when I know that this isn't going to trigger, or I don't have something big in my hand. It would take like a few extra turns to set it up. I'll just grab this, or I'll convoke it in. I can block something and just surprise the opponent. Also, everything gets hexproof, so again, it just protects the combo a bit. This is also quite nice because, you know, impending 4, if it actually triggers, you're kind of winning the game at that point, or you can
Hey
drop it out with
Jutta,
Kona.
thrilled to have you with us.
Obviously, there's Dinosaur, which pretty much, if we get lucky and we have this and something like Valgavoth or whatever, is going to pretty much drop our whole hand onto the battlefield, right? That's like GG instantly. Everybody knows this one, so always used in Kona decks, and Progenitus. So once Progenitus comes out, it's got protection from everything. It'll be tapped for the spacecraft, so it'll be indestructible and protection from everything, and it'll pretty much swing twice and win the game. All right, we've got a couple of the spacecraft lands. So this deck is basically Alien Earth, is what I'm going to call it. Because, yeah, we're pretty much going out on a spacecraft, grabbing a bunch of aliens, bringing them onto the battlefield. What else do you want? So,
Hello, Lynn. So thrilled to have you here.
I can see I have 4 packs worth of kind of gold, right? I'm just going to grab a couple packs. I do still need the spacecraft lands. Which would be nice to open here. Screaming Nemesis is actually nice. I had only 3, and my strongest deck uses this. So, okay. To get 2 cards that I kind of have been eyeing to play a mill control deck. So there's 2 types of mill control decks. The Dimir one, black and blue. Right? And then you've also got white and blue. So it's kind of an interesting pool. But let's get into it. So we're going to play ranked with this deck. And it's best of 3. Every time I win, we'll do a carnival game for 20 bucks. Let's do it like that. So I have been messing around quite a bit. Just because I know the new set is coming in like 3 days. So I've just been trying things out, and I've been doing it in ranked because if I do not ranked, just play against random decks, right? I'm not really practicing. I am looking for a deck that I'm going to buy the paper version of, which I'm then going to take to local stores and hopefully win a bunch of games. I'll probably give away a bunch of Magic cards, and I'm starting that Magic club. I'm just trying to figure out really how
Dive
to do
in.
it.
Ocean Regan, your journey starts here.
All right. Let's see how we go with our first match. So see, we don't really have our combo in the hand, but the hand isn't actually that bad, right?
Play the elf and then the detective.
And that's exactly what we'll do. So we'll play our elf, which will obviously get killed, but we will play our detective next, or I just know he's going to kill this. So whatever. Next turn we could go with the Overlord. See what happens. This is a tough matchup for me because he's got so many ways to just kill whatever he wants. Aladdin 70 Dassid, what's up guys? Cat Dad, how are you going, man? How's your week been? You see, we're getting kind of suckered here with forests. We need plains.
Glad you're here, Alaelden. Enjoy the journey.
This is gonna die instantly. Or just get countered. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so we all hate this Planeswalker, but it looks like he doesn't actually have anything to remove Kona. And he didn't keep a blocker available. If we had one Plains, if we had a Plains, we'd be able to grab Valgavoth and pretty much smash him. So he might still have a chance. Nah, he kind of knows he's dead. So now we're going to bring out our dragon. Okay, we've went to Mars. Okay, maybe not Mars, guys. All right, we went out of the Milky Way. We found a planet just like Earth that has dinosaurs. Brought him back, and he's going to now invite his friends. And that's GG. You started Magic as well? Yeah, Magic is a lot of fun. It's a game I just can't stop playing. I've been playing it just my whole life pretty much. So it's time to get back into the local scene in real life. I don't know where I'm going to find the time for it, but I mean, it just seems like every time I get asked to go somewhere, or I know that, oh, okay, on Tuesday I need to go somewhere, I just get more stressed out or whatever. But hopefully magic will be actually worth it, right? I have to buy the deck as well. It's like $1,000. We'll call it a business expense. Right? Yeah, I'm just happy that somehow I've ended up with a gaming related business at this point. Yes, actually, Honey Badger, I bought a tripod which goes onto a table, and I plan to record the Magic games in real life if the local store allows me to. If not, well, I'll just go to a different one. Because if they don't, they're going to lose out big, because on the events, I plan to buy the most expensive card that the shop owns. So whichever Magic store has me going to it in the next few months is kind of going to be lucky, because I'm going to be buying very expensive stuff and then just giving it away. So it's up to them if they want me to film or not. Their loss, I suppose. But we'll see what happens. You know, some people might be stingy or whatever. Okay, so we have a lot of things here. Fortunately, this comes in tapped. Whatever, let's go with our core game plan, although this is a deck that kills stuff a lot, so it's probably not going to go well. As you can see. Yeah, so he's just going to wait and kill everything I do, everything I play. I could still... This will probably get countered. Yeah, so he's saying nice because he's being sarcastic, because he knows he's got like 2 or 3 cards that would just kill my Kona, right? So he's not gonna have a lot of ways to get rid of this guy, because he's not gonna have enough permanents to sacrifice. Or I could just... Yeah, okay. Okay, so he wants to sit there and kill. I don't even have a land to play it. So this is all going to really start to confuse him, because I'm going to play some cards that nobody else really plays. So here's one of them. This is where the detective is kind of good, because I know he's going to kill a lot of my stuff. And that means if he runs out of removal, I'm going to collect all the evidence. And you can see again, it's a bit of a theme, right? Evidence gets collected. I hate this card. I think this is so broken. Enduring Curiosity
Welcome,
is...
Rika the Revenant. Dive in and enjoy.
It's just kind of overpowered for standard. Hey, Mikhail. What's up, man? Oh, were you? I try my best. I don't know what the hell is happening with my computer today. Yeah. I was getting upset because I spent a lot of money to make everything work like perfectly, but I guess technology just doesn't want to do that. I feel like it was Discord. Discord was just... CO2 detectors in your home. Why? Okay, guys, do we think he has removal? Because if he doesn't have removal, he's dead. I reckon he does. And I'm just going to try and remove this because I hate this card. I think it just gives you way too much card draw. Why, did you have a problem with CO2 in your home and because you forgot to replace the batteries? Okay, he's gonna counter that. Mikael, your message means a lot to me, man, because it's nice to know that people are kind of waiting and expecting the loot carnival to be a reality, right? So, thank you for the kind words. Okay, let's
Greetings,
pray.
King Caliph, shine and reign here.
Let's pray that he doesn't kill it. You know what? That was a misplay. That was a misplay. It was so obvious what I should have done here. I should have just played the Sunburst healer, brought back the detective, had my ship already stationed fully. That would have meant that Kona was indestructible. It would have blocked. It would have actually blocked his shoot the sheriff. That was a bad play.
Welcome, Mikael, glad you're here with us.
Okay, actually, he would have killed the ship and then Kona anyway. So I can't feel too bad about that one. TFT? Yeah, I had my go with TFT when it first came out. Played that a lot. Let's bring back our detective. Because he's a cool guy. And you know what? I'm going to sacrifice both these guys to get rid of this thing. Next turn. So let's leave them untapped so we can block. And we'll do a sneaky evidence collect at the end of his turn. He's gonna attack. And this is gonna give him card draw, which is exactly what he wants right now. So I will decide that it's worth it to lose both my guys here. If he had something to kill one of them, that would be very, very bad. Luckily he doesn't. He has death touch, so both my guys die. We'll collect some evidence. So we just need something that costs 2. I don't have any way to bring anything back from the grave, so I don't really care what I exile. Now, I really hate how there aren't too many options, like win cons, that Kona can bring out, which are green or white. At least yet. I haven't checked in the new set fully. But you see how now I'm just stuck with a black card. It's really annoying. Maybe there's a land that can help me with this. So maybe I can hard cast it eventually. I'm gonna look after this guy.
Greetings, Midnight Legend, shine your unique light here.
We're going to collect 4 evidence. And we've got Sherlock Holmes here now, guys. This guy is basically Sherlock Holmes. He's pretty fucking strong. And he's gonna start beating him down. Unfortunately, he's not indestructible himself. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start stationing. Because another trick up this deck sleeve that most people don't have is the fact that it has artifacts and enchantments. That means I can copy them and just start like exiling whatever I want every turn. Green is cancer? Green is the most fair color, come on.
Out of the shadows and into the fray.
Toxic colors are like what he's playing, blue and black. Especially the mill control one.
Your secrets didn't stay hidden for long.
Yeah, I call it Alien Earth. So it's like UFOs, spacecraft. We bring aliens from other planets. Okay, this is good, see? So this card does come in handy, because I've been considering removing it. If this was another hover ship, I would not be able to take out his Planeswalker. Now, what I'm going to do here is actually attack the Planeswalker, because he's going to block and lose his land. Then I'm going to exile it anyway. Okay, he's going to do this shit. Which is really annoying. I can't respond with a station. Okay, I'm going to crew. I'm going to attack. You know, I'm not going to attack. I don't think 2 damage is going to help right now. Because I want to station. It will put it on 7. So then maybe I can actually... Oh my god, it doesn't do Planeswalkers. It doesn't do Planeswalkers. Fuck! Okay. Yeah, that card's definitely going to get replaced.
I onward thrilled to have you here.
He's gonna probably win this now because he's gonna get card draw with 2 Surveil. Yeah. And then he's playing this bullshit. So if I draw a Kona or another spacecraft, a Ceremia, I could win because I can drop a Valgoth. So next draw really matters.
I just hate a fair fight.
Yeah, you never know when they say nice. Are they being toxic or are they being nice, right? You just don't know. I don't really have anything in the sideboard to beat this guy. In fact, this deck kind of doesn't need a sideboard, so it really is more geared to doing best of 1s, but I know if I go to the local store in person, it's always best of 3, so I have to kind of practice for best of 3, right? Okay, pray, pray, pray. What do we get? That's not good. That's not good. That's GG. See what he does. Yeah. I mean... We've got one more round. So I just don't know about a sideboard for this deck. It just doesn't really even need one. Against graveyard decks, which I'm faster than anyway, this kind of helps. This is good against burn. And I just kind of need straight up as many of them as possible because I just need to get it out on turn 1. All right, let's try again. So it's 1-1. So if we win this one, we'll run a game. We'll do our first carnival game for $20. Hmm. This is one thing I don't like about Magic is how overpowered it is to go first. I think if they could just solve that problem, it would be such a better game. Because every time you get the choice, do you want to go first? Obviously you say yes, and that means it's a problem. Thanks.
Let's beat this guy down, he's so toxic.
Wow. We'll get that back. We still need another land to actually play it. We'll trap him in the screen of my spaceship. What's my solution to making it more even? Let the person that goes second play 2 lands on turn 1. No, but that's the thing. If you coin flip it, right, which you do in the beginning
Soar
to
high
see...
with us, Phoenix.
Okay, I'm going to, instead of playing the Kona, because I don't really have anything to bring out anyway, I'm going to use this. And it's going to put him on a clock, but he's probably going to counter it here. Here we go. Yeah. Artifact or enchantment. Nice. Very narrow card he's got. It's kind of annoying. Now he's gonna play his curiosity. Oh, he's just gonna kill my detective. So he's just sideboarded in a bunch of I kill your creature cards. Which is hilarious. Let's see if we can kick a one back. This might give us some card advantage. So, yes, I agree that it does open up combos on turn 1, but think about it. The other person, right, on their second turn has the 2 lands. So, let me put it this way, like, if I go first, next turn I have 2 lands, but you have 1, and it's like that for the rest of the game. So then I have 3 lands and you have 2, and then I have 4 lands and then you have 3. And that... like, the reason why going first is so good in Magic compared to every other game is because the person that goes first always has an additional land. Right? So they're going to do the 2
Mole, thrilled to have you here.
2 land combo anyway next turn. But in some formats, yes, I agree with you. It's like you have 2 lands, it will open up a lot of things. So maybe, okay, maybe not a land. Maybe they should just get like a treasure token. They get the extra card draw and a treasure token. I think that would do it. So it's like a one-time extra mana. Doesn't Hearthstone do something like that? Alright, let's abduct this Stonehenge land. I mean, what a coincidence, right? The aliens have come to Stonehenge to take it back. Pay to win? I don't know if it's pay to win just because everybody that plays it will have the absolute best cards anyway. Like if you go to the local store, the only people that won't have exactly the cards that they want will be like young people, right? It's the reason why everyone does best of 3 as well, because like as Killer Ghost was saying, right, in best of 3 you roll a dice, you kind of flip a coin, then whoever wins goes first. Then usually that person wins the game, so then the next person goes first and then they win, and then the third time the initial guy goes first and he wins, unless it's like, you know, like just unlucky draws, unlucky plays, whatever. And I just think that's kind of bullshit, right?
Welcome, Fishing for Tronic. Happy to have you here.
Should we even block? I'm not sure if we should block, because this guy can grow. Six damage is a lot, though.
Your tech is way. Did I scare you?
Okay, so his second card is probably something that kills my Kona, otherwise he wouldn't do that. I'm not gonna play it now because I think I should wait until it's indestructible, right? He'll have to block if I just upgrade this guy. I should have done it after attacking, to be honest. Oh my god. And I just lost. That sucks. That deck is not easy to beat.